Hello, my name is Anna Morris McInerney, and I am a second grade teacher in rural Mississippi. I am the GNET project coordinator for a special project looking for elementary classrooms studying endangered species in their area. Did you know that Mississippi has 85 species and subspecies of plants and animals which are officially recognized as endangered? I believe that kids are some of the best conservationists that we have. My second graders in Mississippi were amazed at the number of endangered species in our state, and they wanted to know how kids can help bring awareness to endangered species. They also wanted to connect to kids' conservation groups in our state, like the Mississippi Sandhill Crane National Refuge, and globally, like the Earth Rangers in Canada. The purpose of our project is to create an app for children that provides information on Mississippi's endangered species and showcases ways to get involved globally and locally in conservation efforts. Are you in elementary classroom researching endangered species or conservation for kids? Join us in identifying patterns you see in nature when plants and animals become endangered in your state. Record your findings using your QR code, and we will add it to our app. Collaborate with us via Skype. We would love to add your class's research to ours and help connect kids across America and beyond with our conservation efforts. Our GNET project has 4 major outcomes: content, culture, collaboration, and unpacking 21st century skills in creativity and critical thinking. Our content standards invite our junior scientists to identify patterns they see in nature when plants and animals become endangered. Additionally, they must collaborate via Skype with conservation groups and connect with global partners, for example, the Earth Rangers in Canada. We further our content by requiring our scientists to create an app using QR codes to synthesize their research on endangered species and conservation. Finally, our learners will use Skype to present the app and collaborate with Mississippi conservation groups and other global partners like you. Global projects in classrooms have a responsibility to cultivate a greater understanding of the perspectives around the world and to deepen children's knowledge of these insights. We want to teach our scientists how to explore these cultural interactions around the world and how to embrace their roles as global learners. Our cultural outcomes include learning more about how students speak, for example, their accents, and learning more about respectful practices of each other's culture, for example, bowing instead of waving, or the way that students address one another in greetings and other such behaviors. This project is designed to be purposely collaborative as measured in our collaboration rubric. We have allotted specific times for collaboration within our 4-week timeline. Students collaborate with their learning groups, their teacher, and global partners. Each learning group is assigned a global partner from around the world to collaborate with and share research. As these global partners add information about their class's research on endangered species, our junior scientists will assign QR codes and begin building an app. These 2 groups will meet at least twice during the 4-week unit using Google Hangout, or Skype, and email. These virtual meetings are already embedded in the unit and are scheduled at the beginning. In addition to reaching out to global partners, our scientists have specific tasks to complete. Each group will be assigned an endangered plant or animal from our state. They must research their species carefully and thoroughly so that they become an expert. Students must be able to provide at least 6 different sources from their groups to gather information. These sources include websites, books, magazines, and at least 1 live call or chat to an email to an expert. A detailed task timeline for this 4-week unit, complete with links to forms needed, is available on our digital handout. It also includes Google Hangouts with me, the instructor, so that the feedback on the project is given in a timely manner. Students must also become proficient in using QR codes to embed information. QR codes are great placeholders for data and will allow our students and global partners to scan codes to get information on the conservation activities of the students in our GNET project and all of our connected global partners. We will assess students on content outcomes using the content rubric. This rubric was created so that students can assess themselves and their peers several times throughout the unit, as well as receive instructor feedback to make sure content outcomes are being met. Links to our rubrics are available on our digital handout link. In addition to assessments on content outcomes, this project also includes rubrics for collaboration and individual instructor conferencing forms. We were surprised to learn how many species were endangered in Mississippi alone. Join us as we seek to have a greater understanding of how kids play a role in conservation. Want to become a global partner? Share what your class learns about endangered species in your area and your conservation efforts. We will show you how to add a QR code and add to our app. Connect with us via Skype at anna.morris@lamarcountyschools.org. And be sure to check out our digital handout, with links that have handy research tips, helpful technology on QR codes, and connect us to global partners. You can email me to get a copy of that digital handout. Hope to connect soon.